The Proto brought a big new surprise with Taipanis, Dracai of Judgement and the new Adjudicator class. His ability makes him an excellent judge promo because his ability looks like a ton of fun, but it can also throw up some quite complicated situations that needs the expertise of a judge to resolve. Welcome to the Crazy Bro. I'm not a judge, but I want to take a closer look with you at Taipanis' ability, what unique shenanigans he can do and how his fierce judgment impacts a game of ultimate pit fight. Let's start off with an important disclaimer. Taipanis was announced during the Judge Conference at the Proto New Jersey and is an exclusive Judge promo card available in Rainbow Foil and even double-sided Cold Foil to all Proto New Jersey judges. Also, Taipanis is, like Yorick and Taylor, currently only legal to play in Ultimate Pit Fight, Flesh and Blood's casual multiplayer format. I just put it out there that some of my content creator colleagues should look into recording a game of Ultimate Pit Fight with Taipanis, Taylor and Yorick. I would really like to see this kind of craziness unfold. Now let's take a look at Taipanis' hero card in detail. Taipanis, Dracai of Judgement is a draconic adjudicator hero with 4 intellect and 20 starting life that reads: the first time each turn another hero becomes the target of a source that would deal lethal damage, you may discard a red card. If you do, choose new targets for that source. Looking at Taipanis' hero card, we have to note 3 things that stand out immediately. First, Taipanis introduces the Adjudicator class, which has at the time of the recording no other class specific cards. It will be interesting to see if we will ever get more Adjudicator heroes or class cards and if those will be exclusive judge promos going forward. Second, he has the Draconic talent, which gives him access to his talent cards at least, and third, he is an adult hero with 20 starting life, which is unprecedented in Flesh and Blood, although I know a hero that looks way older than he is labeled out to be. It was already confirmed that the rules of Ultimate Pit Fight will be adjusted to include Taipanis as a legal card as well. Now let's dive into his ability that can divert lethal damage to a new target if he feels that it is just to do so. The first time each turn, if another hero becomes the target of a source that would deal lethal damage, Taipanis allows you to discard a red card to choose new targets. We can directly note that Taipanis cannot deflect damage that is targeted at him directly, but only other heroes and only if the source would be lethal. We can also note that he can only do this one time each turn by discarding a red card from his hand specifically. These restrictions makes it somewhat weak against heroes who tend to go wide with smaller attacks like Benji for example, since you can only redirect one of possibly many attacks within a turn. But it is very powerful against heroes with generally tall attacks like Brute and Guardian. It must feel amazing to send a dominated Crippling Crush the other way with Taipanis' ability. Coming from a commander background myself, Taipanis' ability looks like an ability that gives you the role of a political kingmaker in a game of Ultimate Pit Fight. You can decide over the fate of your other players in a moment of crisis. Imagine player A is at the receiving end of said dominated Crippling Crush from player B, and his days would be numbered under Bravo's charged fist. But you can take his bad position to make a deal. Taipanis redirects the Crippling Crush to the other player at the table, but only if player A promises not to attack you until Bravo is finished off, for example. The mere existence of Taipanis' ability also warps the decisions from the player on how they attack and who they target it at. Whenever someone decides to take a lethal swing at somebody, they have to keep in mind that the Adjudicator may have some say in this decision as well. So Taipanis could also barter with the Bravo player in our example and try to find a better deal if he lets the Crippling Crush resolve. Taipanis' ability changes the dynamic of the game through his presence and adds a new political layer to the arena that gets stronger the lower the life totals of the heroes are in the game, because all players either have to play around his ability or make a deal with him. But there are some more details worth looking at, and that is the legality of targets for his redirecting ability. Attack action cards can only target opponents. The owner of an attack action card cannot attack himself, so Taipanis cannot lead a Bravo to punch himself with his own Crippling Crush, even though this would be absolutely hilarious. Some sources of damage specifically state that they can only target opposing heroes. Ether Spindle, Sonic Boom and Lesson in Lava, for example, can only target opponents. Other sources, however, only state target hero, which means the owner of that source is a legal target for Taipanis' redirecting ability as well. Fork Lightning, for example, can target any hero, including its controller, so Kano should think twice if he wants to send the Stir Fork combo to kill a player, because Taipanis could decide that Kano one-shots himself out of Volcor. It is safe to say that Taipanis brings a new political layer to the kitchen table and many new, fun interactions, and I'm excited to see what else we get for the new Adjudicator class in the future. Here's my last pro tip. You want to play Taipanis, but you don't want to rip a big hole into your bank account? Since Flesh and Blood's new Adjudicator is only legal in UPF, I think it is safe to say that making a proxy and playing with that is the right choice in the casual kitchen table format. But always ask your friends if they are okay with this. And this wraps up our very first spoiler review video. Have I missed any other fun interactions with Taipanis? Write your ideas in the comment section below and don't forget to like and subscribe. Until then, have some great games everybody.